Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hope you all are enjoying this Sunday afternoon. What's up? It's the Mental Talk. So y'all back for another review week. Yes, it won't be no Mr. Social Corner this tonight, but it will resume again next week. But still, I'm gonna give you a great Mr. Talks. And if you want to discuss some little minor things that happen on social media, we could do that at the end. But other than that, what's going on? How y'all doing? I miss y'all. All right, hold up. Let me get back on it. Hold up. We about to do shows update in a minute. Let me get off of this. Hey! Wait, let me put my little shine going on. Yeah, excuse me. I didn't get my hair cut today, so I get that tomorrow. But hey, it's not about the haircut. It's about the content, right? What's going on? Hey, J-Dog, I miss you, man. Where have you been? CM Boo. All right, y'all, let's get into this. Hold up. Discord. Yes, we all good, right? You gotta get this skin clear. Child. They can't say nothing. All right, let's share. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. So Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4 is on Saturdays. And I discussed that. That's going to be the last topic for tonight. So that's I usually like Love and I usually save Love and Marriage Huntsville review to the last one. So because I like that show, so I say that last. Let me do this real quick. Thank you. So we're going to talk about that last, but that we'll discuss today. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14. It's the reunion right now. Tonight is part 2. So after the panel, I will watch part 2 of the reunion. So if y'all want to join me in Discord, let's come together and let's watch it together. And maybe discuss any other things that's happening around the media. Yeah, we're going to talk about part 1 today. I know it's a week later, but whatever. It's a channel. We still going to talk about it. Married to Medicine season 9 on Sundays on Bravo TV. Yeah, if I turn my camera off, it's because the Wi-Fi signal is acting up here. All right. Married to Medicine season 9 Bravo TV. Yeah, when I catch up on it, I'll catch up on it. Belle Collective season 2 is on Fridays, and we're going to talk about Belle Collective today as well. Ready to Love Miami season 6 on Fridays. I really like the season finale. Ready to Love. I'm watching it. That's why I haven't been reviewing it. But I watch it, and it's not really giving. I don't really care. They need to change the formula. Thank you, boo. Yes. For real, because I want to know what's going. I want to watch the episode where RHOA and Toya got together. Got at it, because based on the clips, RHOA's on one. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Like, she's kind of pressed about her title, even though I didn't like how Toya was coming from a title. But damn, RHOA, let it go. So at the end of the day, you know what you are, you know what you got, and F Toya. She's a housewife, and doesn't want but being a housewife. But at the same time, you just stay in the house doing nothing. Don't be trying to come at me, girl. And no, I'm not shaming Toya her living situation. If Eugene's okay with that, he don't have a problem, and Toya have a problem, I don't have a problem. It is what it is. But don't come at me because you feel type of way, child. But RHOA, you seem like you've been pressed. Like, if you're a lawyer, the truth stands on its own, just like Dr. Francis says. You don't have to keep arguing with people about it. I don't know what that was an argument about, but based on that clip, I keep telling you that she keep picking it up. For real. Because you're going to do the most when you're an attorney. Like, you have to do the most. Just like with Kendra freaking Love and Marriage. Not Love and Marriage. Love and Hip Hop. She's doing the most too. And I said, girl, you're not showing yourself a good light being a lawyer when you're dealing with this guy. Sure. Family Fiance season 3 is on Saturdays. And I'm going to review the latest episode of Family Fiance today. So that will be the second review tonight. Real Housewives of Atlanta is first, Family Fiance is second, Belle Collective is third, and Love and Marriage last. Oh, you ain't supposed to do that. No, that's a big no-no. You ain't supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to use this personal thing, your job, to do something personal like that. RHOA, what you doing, girl? Now that's something. She would get smushed in the face like that too. I'm not a fighter too, but I said, what you doing? Matter of fact, I don't have to go the physical route. Child, you want to be petty? I'll be petty. I said, are you not supposed to be using your resources for the job thing? Then let me come find out in the company you work at. I said, thank you. Married at First Sight, season 15 on Lifetime on Wednesdays. It seems like a lot of people is going in on Morgan. I need to find out why. Because she was aggravating me when I first was watching the episodes anyway too. So Queen Sugar. Yeah, sorry y'all about Queen Sugar. I know it has been going on, but I haven't been given the mindset to watch it yet. So, especially because I have missed most of the whole last season. So it's like, I feel like I'm lost. But Queen Sugar season 7 is on Tuesdays, and we're going to do some watching on it. It's when I get ready to bed. When I'm able to ready to watch it. Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 premieres on October 9th on Bravo TV. Last week we discussed the trailer and the looks. So if you did not watch it, please watch my Mr. Social Corner and catch that. And I'm excited for the new season. We'll see how it goes. The Oval season 4 premieres on October on BET. Oval was one of the shows. It's a Tyler Perry show, y'all know. It's a hit and miss, but overall has been entertaining to me. But I'm just gonna watch it. It's not gonna be reviewed, but it will be watched. And I mean, just watch it on as well. Rap-ish, I gotta get back on that. It's on HBO Max. Sweet Life LA, it's on HBO Max. Ink Master season 14 on Paramount Plus. It was another show that was out, and I missed it. I forgot what it was, but I put that in the session when I go. Well, I've got to update next week. But next week, Sunday, most is the same old Belle Collective, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Family Fiance, and the next part of Reunion Housewives. The same lineup as today will be next week as well for Mr. Talk. And Mr. Social Corner, please send me topics. It is topics that I do want to talk about, but I didn't do it today, so I'll probably save some of that for next week, or we can discuss that some of that tonight in the school. Either way. All right, that's it. Let's get into the shows. I know more people will come in, so when they come in, welcome. What's the first one? This we'll talk about Atlanta. Let me set that up first. Yep. All right, Atlanta. How y'all feel about the first part of the reunion? It wasn't given that much. It wasn't. I ain't gonna fly. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't given like that. And then you gonna have a 3 parts as that, child. Listen. So I watched the first part last 2 nights ago with a couple of our subscribers here, and we watched it, and I was like, "What the hell was this?" So see the arrangement. If you facing the screen, and the left of Andy was Sheree, Kenya. Sheree was next to Andy, then Kenya next to Sheree, and then Candy on the end seat, right? And then on the right of Andy was Marlo next to Andy, then Drew next to Marlo in the middle, and then Sonya next to Drew, which I don't understand why they put Sonya and Drew together when they don't really get along. And I really understand why Sheree next to Andy. But I guess based on what they was giving on the show, I guess it does make sense that Sheree is part of the seat. Finally, after all these years, Andy molded up. After all these years, you finally sitting next to me. She said, I know Andy. I said, mm-hmm. Yeah, Science should not have been next to Drew. I don't understand that. Science should have been on the other side. It's like that, but not next to Drew. I got my AC on, so hopefully y'all don't hear the AC. If not, I can just keep my fan on, because the fans keep me cool as well. I got both. Sorry, y'all. In fact, let me turn the AC off, because it might be too loud. All right, let's go. Okay. So that was that. I discussed the dresses as well. So y'all go back to my previous lives and when I talk about Real Housewives Atlanta looks, and I discussed that already. So we're not going to discuss the looks. We just go straight into the things, what happened, and call it a day, and then we move on to the next topic. All right, so they got into the thing about Fatum doing the background checks, and Drew think that Sheree put her up for it. I was like, first of all, I was not here for Tune with that background check. I said, why are you bothered? Why you got to do all that? Even though I don't really care for Drew like that, but I was like, girl, for Tune, you doing the most with this background check. And I was like, whatever. Sheree said she ain't putting her to it. I said, whatever, Sheree. I don't care. I really don't. So it is what it is. For Tune, she's doing the most. I don't know if they're going to even bring her to the thing for union. I don't think so. I mean, she didn't really have much going on. But the background check was tacky as hell, and I mean, don't care. That's what I'm saying. What was the point of that? All because she cared at you for bringing her name up? Yes. Granted, Drew misheard you at that freaking hot tea event, that peach tea event. That was the funniest episode. I ain't gonna front. Who was that thinking the laughter? I was like, what the hell? How you gonna play that game in a kid's birthday party? But yes, Drew misheard Fatum when she said that it was your assistant going around telling people that your husband is in the community. And she thought that Fatum said it. And then from there, they're going back and forth. But then Fatum wanted to do a background check. I said, girl, what was that point? You feel that threatened? What Drew going to do? Nothing. All right? Oh, it was funny that Science said Drew was mediocrity at best. I said, not mediocrity, the nerve. Mediocrity? I said, not mediocrity. I said, child, she just displayed Juju right in front of your face. Mediocrity. I said, I hear that. Drew said, I'm not mediocre. What you talking about? I said, oh, you couldn't come back from that, girl? You couldn't come back from that. But I said, don't try to play Drew. We know Drew accolades. I mean, knew Sonya. I didn't know Sonya I met her on the show because I watch sports, so I don't really knew her. Whatever. I know Drew, so it's like, don't try to play her accolades. But that was kind of funny. Like, so they talk about Sheree fashions. I mean, they talk about a lot about Sheree and Marlo in this segment, and I won't get into Marlo in a minute because y'all know how I feel about Marlo. So y'all be ready for that. All right, so Sheree fashion was not hitting like that. I mean, granted, the fashion show on the season finale, some looks was okay. Yes, I didn't do Drew except for the game. Sonya was that girl. Yes. And don't get me wrong, Sonya got her accolades too. So I'm not diminishing her accomplishments either. They both was good. They both never like, I just had never met Sonya. That's what I'm saying to now. She by Scammer. She by that she don't have it. She by Shein. She got that hell. She got a heel. Yes. I mean, she not bad. It's like, yeah, she got a heel. And I like her antics. That's the only thing about it. It's like, you can't keep using that. You can't keep using it. You have to grow and go from that. If you keep not healing, you're going to keep relying on that. People going to see what you're doing. And people going to see that you're not trying to better yourself. And you're going to keep using the same tactics over and over, coming after people. And then you expect the people to feel sorry for you because you have a backstab story. Nobody going to keep feeling sorry for you. You got to go on and do that. Because you keep using that same thing, people going to start not wanting to be next to you. They don't want to be near you. Because now you don't want to work on it. You want to use that as a badge of honor. And that's not helpful. She ready to scare my name. She be back in 15 more years. I mean, folks buy Shein and look down on Rainbow and it's like, oh no. But she ready to scare my name. She by scam. I can't. Her fashion wasn't all that at all. And yes, at the time when I did Mr. Social Corner last week, the website is down. But when I did the Tracy did show me that the website is up. But I don't care about looking at it anymore because the prices. When I saw the prices and everything, I said, oh, "Okay, whatever, girl. I don't know. If you can't tell me how you got and built that Chateau Sheree, because they asked her that too, and she said, "My money." I said, "Yes, your money, your money." But I said, "Damn, girl, don't get me wrong. Chateau Sheree is beautiful, but then how the hell you got the money to build that stuff if you don't know how to pay people?" And we'll get to that in a minute because I'll say if this girl sitting here little dunce and clueless about payment and contracts, and people watch the show and still trying to do business with Sheree, I don't know. There's something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all. I need to throw y'all some dunce cap spirit. I need to throw y'all some freaking life jackets. If y'all do business with this girl, when she sat here act like she don't know about contracts or payments, child, I sat that segment. I said, I know she's not. She is that serious. And I think Sheree is. I wouldn't think that Sheree is playing mind games like she don't know what the hell she's talking about. But I think she really is serious about what she like. She just done dunce and clueless. I said, somebody throw a dunce cap in your head. You didn't walk to the dunce cap. Somebody threw it at you, child. It was a growth model. That's what I'm saying. So, but we'll get in that payments and contracts in a minute. But so they got in the topic of Candy talk about Sheree and her speak on it. I said Candy talk about everybody to speak on it. I mean, that's the show. That's the whole point of it. Her speak on it and talk about the aspects of the show. And sometimes she had the people on the show come to her podcast, whatever she does, to speak on what she needs to speak on. So, but Sheree, you're not clickbait, girl. Who is clicking to find out what you're talking about? I mean, I guess people who are obsessed with Atlanta Housewives, who want to know all the lady details, will probably will click on anything. But it's not just your name, girl. It's just Atlanta Housewives, period. And besides, Candy speak on it is known, so people will go and click on Candy's speak on it because it's Candy's name, not because it's you. Is she playing dumb? I was like, because I can't sit here and act like that Sheree is went by all these years and build that chateau, because I know she had to use contractors and stuff like that to build that up, and not paying people. And then you don't pick or choose who you pay. I said, girl, that's not how it works. So she thinks she's clickbait. She said, oh, no, I know I'm a clickbait. I said, clickbait, girl. Say for the girl who come in and out for the housewife for years. You're the only housewife that keep coming back. I don't know why, but you get let go, keep coming back, let go, keep coming back, let go, keep coming back. I said, girl, if they let you go next season, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Everybody just kept Sheree and just keep her. I said, girl, this is an honorary member. Give her an honorary member peach or something like that, because we can't keep this girl. She keep coming back. Chill. And Sheree says she is fashion. Mm-hmm. Fashion where? What part of you is fashion, Sheree? September, spring, summer. What is part is fashion? Because I don't understand that. Girl, you waited 14 years to give us this, and you said you fashion? Okay, girl. You be delusional as you want. Yes, so the contract thing. Now here we go. So they asked her, Sheree, how do you feel when people say that you don't pay people and everything? And she was like, well, I pay people who I feel like I deserve to pay, who deserve to get paid. It depends who it is. It depends on what. If you acquire their services and they do the services, whether you like it or not, she should have done workouts. That was her best stick. She should have done that. The joggers, the bottles, the mats, all that stuff. People will eat that up because people like to work out. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel with workout materials. Just have your label on it. So I don't know why she didn't know that route. And then I figure jogger pants that she had. I said, sure, people would love to have that. But she don't know how to work her magic. She better get a school course of Candy or somebody to help her. But whatever. So she pick and choose who she want to pay. I said, that's not how it works, Sheree. That's not how it works. We have a contract and they fulfill their obligation. Whether you like it or not, you still got to pay these people. Now, you pay them and don't use them again. Unless you put in a clause in a contract, which usually people who you contracting don't have that clause. But whatever. Good faith, whatever, if you want to change the contract. It said you get paid based on completion of satisfied services. Whatever word you need to put in your contract, it needs to state that something that if you're not satisfied, you pay them, or you pay half, and then you only get the extra half of completion on satisfied services. Whatever you want to start, do it. But payment needs to be exchanged, Sheree. And you can't just do that just because you want to do it because you feel like who you want to pay. That's not how it works. So people have years and years of saying that you don't pay people, and you come in a stage last week, Sunday, kind of light key, low key, confirming the rumors. I would say, Sheree, don't do that. And then I said, if everybody doing this business with Sheree, knowing that she's sitting on stage, acting like she grandstanding like who she wanted to pay, that means she has a problem paying people. And so the rumors is true. So I don't know. Whoever want to do this business with her, y'all gonna be smoking crack to be doing this for her at this moment, because she pick and chooses. It's just like a voting. We ain't having no lottery system that you pick and choose who you want to pay people. Yes. And I said, Sheree, I know you're not sitting here looking a little clueless. And then how King tried to break it down to you, she said, oh, so what? Wait, so hold. So A plus B equals C, right? And then D. So, okay. So, if I got a contract, I got to pay them. So that's what you're saying? I got a contract, I got to pay them. I said, no. If you're not satisfied, I was like, I'm sitting here and giving us. I was like, oh no, Sheree, not Sheree. No. And I said, no, people don't do business with this lady. Do not do business with this lady because she's sitting here looking cool. That's why I say I don't know. This is an act. Maybe she's just playing a persona on TV, and no, she actually do best. But no, people can't be saying this for years if she actually is doing it. So this is actually what Sheree's doing, and I said, Sheree, that's a poor business practices. Well, you need to start learn how to do trading your own. If you don't want to pay people, you better start learning how to do it yourself. And that's what that guy who wrote that post about the fashion line, that he had to use his own $2,500 to get the lines of materials for the fashion show, and she didn't pay you. I said, "Would you think she gonna pay you? And why you spend your own money if you use her services, or if you doing her services, she supposed to pay you. Now, if she didn't have the money to pay you, you won't be doing no services, right? That's part of your contract. But no, you want to put your own money and think she's supposed to pay you that money back. Oh, child, you lost that money. That's not happening. You lost that money. You lost it, girl. All right. Oh, so here go Marlo trying to play Candy that Candy don't help people. Now, let me say it. Whether we know it's true or not, Cardo said, Cardo, what the hell I'm saying? Todd said it. Candy said it. At the end of the day, Marlo, you was helped to get in the show. You was helped. You was helped. You got help. And we have seen numerous of times that Candy does help people. Whether you like Candy or not. Candy may have her faults, but she does help people. She does. And she don't have to do it, but she does. So for you to sit here on stage, act like you did not get any help, or well, Candy didn't help you, Ty did, and only saying that Ty did, you didn't help me and everything. And at the end of the day, Candy was dating Todd at that time when he was a producer. So yeah, they help you. Marlo, they help you. You don't have to. If you don't want to say thank you, it's your right. But don't say and act like you didn't get help by this lady. You did. You did. And you know when Candy started going, get her raise her voice and start crying, cracking her voice, I said, "Oh, she's serious." Because that's such a subject. Like, come on now. Everybody know that Candy does help people. So, Marlo, I was not sitting here listening to you with that statement. I said, girl, whatever. So they went back on Sheree, because Sheree didn't like that the heat was off of her when they was starting going derailing the conversations to something else. And she said, "Hey, the segment supposed to be about me." I said, "No, I don't think about you anymore, girl. You don't want to pay people. I don't want to think about you." So the thing about her. So she said she became abstinent for Tyrone because the sex wasn't good. That's when she became abstinent. She did have sex with him before he went to prison or jail, whatever it is. And then after that, she had sex with him and the thing wasn't good. So my thing is, Sheree, let's go by what you said. If it wasn't good, explain to me why the hell you went to PA and wait for him for 2 hours. I want to know why you waited PA for 2 hours for someone who wasn't all that great. Is it really not that great? Because I know sometimes when they be holding back in the prison, I don't know what they're doing. Holding back in prison, when they get out, they want to break the brakes off of some freaking kitty box. So I don't know. Especially when they've had them for years. And you gonna tell me he was a messed up lay when he got out? Usually they supposed to be hammering your freaking box like it was no tomorrow, and you wish they would stop. But oh well, that's what you said. But yeah, you waited for PA for 2 hours. I said I ain't waiting for nobody for here. I don't know that. See, I don't know nothing. I don't got no personal experiences because I ain't know about the lockup situation right here. But still, usually when men get out of prison, they horn dogs. They want to hump somebody real quick. That's why I only say people who want to settle down with somebody. I said, no, they ain't settling down. They will freak you out, but they want to settle down. So for Sheree to sit there and PA for 2 hours waiting for someone whose peeing was all that great, I don't understand you, Sheree. And then he said, "Oh, he was trying to use." I said, "Granted, maybe Tyrone was trying to use the way and try to play you, whatever, or so like that." But girl, I would not get paid for somebody who said he was a given, who was a given, who was a given. Sure. So then this is why she has a new boo, and we all know who her new boo is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Martell from the other show. I remember Huntsville. We see the pictures. That's what I'm saying. And she said her boo. And she said, "Oh, he's from another show and everything." So Andy asked her, "What do he do?" She said, "What do who do?" I said, "You know what? We got time for that." Next question. I would have dusted Sheree so quickly and that thing. I would say, "Okay, Candy, what's up? Talk about your play." Because I would have just gave up with Sheree right there. I said, "Don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. You know we would talk about that guy you dating, and then you gonna say, what do who do? What?" I would have dusted Sheree so quickly. I would say, "Nah." I would have rolled my eyes real quick. I was saying, anyway, Kenya. So, what's the upstate status with you and Mark? Like, I would have just not played Sheree anymore. I said, "Don't play that." So they was doing all that talking, and then she said, "Oh, so knowing that," they said, what's going on and what's the update?" And Ken broke it down. He said, he was dating a girl from Love and Marriage Huntsville and everything, and they was mad for a while now, and got caught out he was cheating and put on the side chick, and then he got a side chick baby, and then the baby got the side chick got a baby. But I said, Ken breaking it down. I said, Ken know her facts, and that's what's that. And it said, Sheree, it seems like you knowing red flags. She said, "Well, everybody knowing red flags." I said, "No, the hell we don't. No, the hell we don't." I said, "Not everybody knowing red flags. You ignore red flags, but not everyone ignore red flags. You're a queen in ignoring red flags, girl. Why? When it's in their face, they have a big sign. I am a cheater, and you was ignored all that." I have 5 baby mamas and another one and 6 kids. Right on the shirt. "Don't marry me. I will break your heart." A whole sign on her face, and she was still going on with it. So when she said, "Oh, we all know," I said, "No, no, we don't know flags. You the one who do." Knowing that how he publicly humiliate his wife, and you go around and mess with this guy, Sheree. Oh, Sheree's a glutton for punishment, and she's a beautiful woman to deal with this stuff. But it is what it is. So Sheree said, Sheree said, "Oh, I don't go all about looks." Ken said, "We know. We saw Bob." I was whacking. I said the shade, yes. The whole room cracked up. Even Andy cracked up. And I was like, that was a good one, Kenya. That was a good one. That was a good one. Even Sheree couldn't be mad about that. She said, "Child, we know because we saw Bob." I said, she couldn't get mad at her at all. She couldn't get mad. She said, like a touche girl. I said, touche there, girl. Mm, all of them do. All of them do know red flags, right? Let me see. Child, they wasn't either. Yeah, I ain't fun. The only cute one that you could deem that was okay looking was Mark, even though he was a douchebag, so he's not cute at all. So yeah, he's none of them cute. Right. So they got in a talk with Saya. What happened to Brittany? I wish she was in. Maybe she's driving around. Saya don't have a relationship with Drew. She said she had a relationship with every other ladies outside the show but Drew. I said, "Ooh." This whole Drew and Sonya thing, let me just say this. We know Drew has her moments. She's messy. She can't be trusted, whatever it is that. But how Sonya moved in the season, I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it. And it's all started from that sit down when in front of the group, how she came at Drew and blindsided her in front of the group about her issues, which I still trying to understand what exactly her issues more. Well, she said a little bit her issues is and how she didn't like how she moved and everything. But based on what you told us, you said that you was not able to have a conversation with Drew because she had too many people in the room. Drew said, you could have told me and outside of this group and we could have a conversation. You didn't say nothing, and then you waited to the front of the group to say something. That's why I was like, Sonya, I don't like how she's moving. Right? But Sonya in the reunion said that she had a conversation with Drew, but it was not on camera, it was off camera. And she did tell her what she had a issue with. And I said, okay, what is off-camera conversation going to be doing for us? Because now we can't prove anything because it was off camera. So it's based on your word against her word. So Sonya's upset because Drew is ignoring the fact and denying that they had a conversation, which she did. Well, I don't know what she did. That's what she said she did. But Drew is denying it. So now we don't know who to believe. If you don't like Drew, you might believe Sonya. But if you go by what y'all seen, I was like, I don't know. You told us that you didn't have a conversation with her because you couldn't maybe get to have a conversation with her because she had too many people. But you had a conversation off screen. So, and Drew is feisty. Don't get me wrong. She's not innocent. So it could be true that they did have a conversation off camera. But I wish that Sonya would have said that. She said, no, I had a conversation with you, and you know we had a conversation off the camera. But I liked how I was like, okay, so you didn't have a conversation with Drew beforehand. You talked to her in front of the group, blindsided her, and then you talked to other ladies talking about her afterwards. That's all I was like, Sonya, he was moving funny. But if that conversation was true and then it was had and Drew knew about it, then Drew, why the hell are you playing off camera like you didn't know what the hell was going on? That's what I said. They both have valid points because we can't prove it. So I was like, it's a done deal. Y'all don't need to be friends, which y'all not. Y'all not hanging out anymore. So if Sonya come back another season, I think they probably will give her back another season. I think they will. I think they will. Oh, but I didn't mention this last time because I didn't talk about the reunion. But Sonya, you and your husband, what's going on there? Because your issue about, hey, pretty, I took you up. See? Your issue with your husband is that you don't want to have another baby with him because he's not present at all from Ducey. He's not there. You was the one doing all that work. And all he wants was a baby, baby, baby. That's how I tell you, Sonya, don't have a baby by your husband if you really want to have a baby. Because 9 out of 10 times, the history might repeat itself, and you might be there by yourself with the baby, even though he's present. So now you're saying, oh, now you want to have a baby because he said he don't have a baby if you don't want to have a baby. I said, get out my face. No, that's all that. No, we're not having that. Now all of a sudden it's a baby because he admit that he don't want to have a kid with you. No, that wasn't an issue. That wasn't an issue. The issue is he wasn't around and helping you with Ducey. That's what you had fearful of because he might do the same thing. So now you're saying now you want to have a baby with him because he said, oh, if you don't have a baby, I don't need to have a baby. I said, oh, so now you want to have a baby? I said, no, that's not cute. Because the situation still going to go hand in hand. So we're going to retouch that situation if they bring that up in the reunion. Because I was like, it doesn't work, Sonya. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what Drew does outside of the House of Atlanta. But I was like, Drew, you need to stop playing. Because if it did happen, you need to speak up and own it. I read her blog about it, and he had decided that if she doesn't want another baby, he doesn't want either. So this is to take her IUD out was totally on her. Okay. Okay. But my thing is, her issue of not having a baby with him was not because he wanted the baby. My issue is that she felt like if she has another baby, she will be alone raising that kid. That was her issue. And even though he was around. But hey, more power to her. But I hope that he's around this time. Because I know a lot of guys always want to do a redo, and we do over. And then the next one come here and they do the same thing. And now you have another baby in a world that you have to take care of and you're not getting much help. Well, she go get him now because she got to figure sister, mom, daddy, all in the house, brother-in-law. Y'all better help her. Drew's laugh for a living. So yes, the whole thing between Sonya and Drew, I said it's a he say she say this situation, and if it was true that Sonya did have a conversation with Drew, you playing. That was if it wasn't, then they had a conversation that Sonya, I don't know what's going on, because you could have said that way long time ago. But Drew can't be no wife anyway, so Drew is in her own world. All right, the Marlo segment. And that could be that. Her reputation precedes her. So maybe Sonya was telling the truth that they had a conversation off camera. I wish Sonya would have said that and said, listen, you know I talked to you, girl, right? And it wasn't on camera, it was off camera. Then it would have been blindsided. Sure. So Marlo's to the hill if she doesn't. Yes. That's how I was saying about Marlo. Marlo, we get it. You have a backstory. We all have a backstory. So your backstory is not more important than another person's backstory, and your backstory is not even worse than another person's backstory. Your backstory is your backstory. Somebody else's backstory is their backstory. The issue is that I have with Marlo. It's not because she has a past. Nobody's saying that. My issue, and I tweeted this too, and a lot of people like that retweeted my quote. Is that it's not about your past that we judge you. It's about like you are cruel and mean to people, and you are continuing to do that. You say mean things. You're being rude and cruel to people, and then you backtrack and use your past as a way to justify and escape accountability for your actions. You don't want to take accountability of your actions, so you said you threw on, oh, how I grew up, how I was in the foster care system, how this. I said that. How old are you now? And you still going back to that? Don't get me wrong. There are people who still harp on their past to now. But that thing is that you can't use that as a grown adult as a reason for you to keep doing the bad things that you do to other people and you expect other people to have sympathy for you. That's not going to work. It doesn't going to work. And I have personal experience with that. And can I explain that? I share that with y'all. Like how I grew up watching things like this. I know of people, person who use their past experience to verbally abuse people, to mentally abuse people, to go after people because how they grew up. And since they never healed, they expect people to understand why they flipping the way they flipping. I said we probably understand it, but we can accept that if you're not working on yourself to get better. Now, all that stunt to shows that we saw you at a therapy session, that could be stunt and shows. But if you're not applying the work, you just go to therapy session, and you're not applying what you learn. Now, therapy is getting paid, so they don't care. You wasting your time. So if you go to therapy session and you're not applying the work, then it's just pointless at this moment. It's pointless at this moment because you're doing all this, and we get it. We get it. And we're going to talk about the boys in a minute. We get it. But you have to heal and move on from that. You can't keep using that. And these ladies on this cast or your people in your real life, the reason why you don't feel alone, the reason why you don't feel belong, whether it's in the show or not, is because how you treat people. And people are not going to be sitting around waiting for you to get better because you decide you don't want to work on that. You just want to use that as a badge of honor. You hold on to that. Because this has happened to me. I don't want to let that go. So I'm going to use that to come at the people. And then backtrack, and y'all gotta forgive me because my upbringing. No, we not time for that. We are two grown adults. We got time. We're not harping over your your far behind. So that's the one thing I don't really care for Margot like that. That's why I wasn't featuring her this season. I'm not featuring her this season. She's not a bad person. I don't think she need to get kicked off the show. Whatever. She makes a show. There's a good ensemble cast to keep her. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be featuring her either. I think she chose the king. I think so too. I think Drew brought Sign to be her backup, but Sign was like, "Girl, I can't back you up if you lying and arguing with people all the time." As for Marlo, they really tried to make her look bad. Eddie was working overtime to make her look likable, and it was not working for me. A lot of people was not buying it, making her work overtime to make her look likable. And even part 2 gonna be continuing her segment. So if she needs to heal that, she needs to. And she can't keep going on, saying, "Oh, this hurting me, this is hurting me." So what you doing about it? What are you doing about it to move on past this? Nobody said it's going to be done overnight. But you had to take steps towards that. And then you had to utilize the steps and do better. Your first go-to is not to go Nancy and do digs at people. But they shouldn't do that to you because they had to understand your past. Your past doesn't trump everybody else's past either. Everybody has a past. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, how with the boy situation? Yeah, she told us about the thing how she ran away from home at 10 years old, and that she didn't go straight to foster care there. She was in the Jamaican family, and then that ain't work out. And then it came to social worker, and the social worker played the foster care home, and then things started was better, but they didn't go better, so she went to different homes from there and all stuff. So for her background, she will have to be more understanding about things. But no, it's all about her because she never really heard from that. So now she's using that as a selfish means to the end. It's woe is me. It's me. That's not a work. Especially if you want friends and people on your side, you can't just think about yourself all the time. So with the boys, I know I saw a lot of things on Twitter and everything about people explaining the situation with the boys. And I'll tell y'all in this thing, and I'm still standing by what I said. How she did with her boys, I was done with her since then. I was done with Marla from that. Now, before people want to get philosophy with me, philosophical. Yes. And my thing is, I understand that. But don't take the boys in when you know you wasn't ready. Don't take the boys in if you know she wasn't ready. Because her past and how she's not healed from that, she should have never took that boys in. Because she can't control how she speaks. She afraid that she will go overboard. She afraid she will become how she became, how she raised. She was raised in abuse. She raised that. She afraid she will become that when you become a parent. Which I understand that. I know parents is not easy. But Marlon, you have to understand, most parents don't get the opportunity that you can have somebody you can rely on. And I don't really care when people say about, oh yeah, well she took to the family members. I said yes, but that sister had 4 other kids that she was tending to. How much attention she could give to her other 2, and then when her aunt did what she did, her sister, you want to criticize her sister. I said no, you took to your sister house, so let her sister deal with how she did with her nephews. You don't get to criticize me when you say you need a break for 30 days. So get here from your break and come back. Yep. So I get that. Maybe that's why she took them away. She told them, but I think she mentioned that, and I think that's what people had harping on when you told the boy to get the F out, like that, because you didn't consider your nephew's feelings and how they going through their own mother right now, and then you took them in, and then they had a safe space, and you just tell them to get the F out. and you kick them out, knowing that how they may feel. And no, I'm not going to, I know people was trying to make it and say, know how you feel, you friends with cancer. It's not the same thing because she took in the family house. At the end of the day, y'all, the boys got kicked out by the aunt who was supposed to be a safe haven for them. Period. And I probably understand why she did that, because she was afraid that how she would go overboard. She probably would have hit them. She probably would do this. I understand that. So if it's best for the boys not to be in your presence if you can't handle or you can't control your emotions. Because it will do more damage to them if they stay in if you can't handle yourself. So my best is that maybe they should not be with you until you get at least a grasp of your feelings and how you handle things. Because having boys will be over. It will enhances your emotions. And if you're not dealing with your past trauma, it will amplify how you deal with other people. And I know from firsthand how that goes. I mean, my mom is cool, but I'm gonna have my fair share of how she went overboard with emotions with us because how her past trauma was. And I'm open. She knows. We cool now, so I'm not really saying anything that is not really true. But I know firsthand how that is. It'd be damaging. Because what people do to her, she put it out on us. So I understand maybe it wasn't the best for the boys to be with you, Marlo. But kicking them out like that wasn't the best move either. Child, you should have sat down and talked to them before you get to that point. But maybe we'll see. Now I guess the boys is back to her house, and I hope they're doing better, and I hope she is doing better to the right path. But let me tell you that now, y'all. Mark my words, 9/18. If she does this again on next season, there won't be no good word for her either anymore. I'll be completely cut off. I probably won't mention her anymore. Chad, if she does this again next season. And I'm not saying she got to be perfect. Now everybody say, oh, people want to. Nobody's saying Marla got to be perfect. Nobody say none of that. People understand that because how you go in your past. No, I don't think so. I can see. Oh, I can project that. Because how I grew up, it's maybe I'm not blinded because I'm just saying based on how Marlo views. Like I understand Marlo and how she is doing what she do because I meant to saying that I understand Marlo, but my thing is if you're not doing anything about that, maybe you should not take on the responsibility and doing other things and what you do to other people because you want people to expect to understand you. No, my past experience make me understand and see things that when I seeing that is not right. And I don't dislike Marla. I just don't like what she's doing. And if she gonna do better, next year will do better. But if she keep doing the same thing over and over and over, then how much people gonna give her grace? At some point, you gotta realize it's you and not everybody else. And that's my thing with Marlo. She used the word for so long. I think she thought people would back up on the need a break and then backfire. And don't get me wrong, parents knew a break. They do. But how she went about to do it was kind of messed up. Especially on how she grew up and how she knew how past was. That's why it shouldn't been. It should not. The boy should not have been around like that, and not cameras around and all that stuff. It shouldn't have been. Maybe they're doing better now. Maybe they're doing better now. We'll see how it goes next season. Then they tell her it wasn't for a short time. It seems like she's starting the process now, which is good if they start staying with her. That's good. And don't get me wrong, I want Marla to win. But she needs to put in the work. She can't keep using that. She can't. You're a grown woman now. And you took a responsibility to have his kids under you. You got to put the work in. Put the boys in counseling. Do other things. There was other means you could have done. The The way she said it happened was the problem. If she would have just said, hey, I just need the time to get my mental together, that would have been better than saying, I totally get that. Yes. And that probably was the reason. Yeah. Do you think your past experience covers how you view Marlo? And that's her. Yeah. Like that. She's giving black trauma, inflicting trauma on black folks, hurting black folks. I can see her being long-term ad to people. Okay, yeah. And like I said, she has a story, but she has to use it the better way. She can't be this nasty avow, expect us to people to be sorry for her. That's not working because people not believe her. And that's why they're working so overtime for make us like her. Which I said, her disposition and how she carries herself is not likable. Her growth journey will be better. We'll have to see what happens and who comes back next season. Like I said, the cast that they have right now, it was a good mix and everything. And I'm not featuring her like that, but at the same time, she's been around the show for a long time. Now I don't think she got a peach holder on me. I don't think I still stand by it. I don't think she should got a peach, but she got it. It is what it is. It's done deal. Let's see what she do from now on. She got her first season in. We'll see what she do. I'm pretty sure we'll bring her back. But I'm gonna tell you that now, y'all. She's a grown-ass woman. She needs to work on herself. She can't keep using this over and over and over. And at some point, you can't get defending someone like that. I'm sure they bring her back based on the mini therapy position they had on the reunion. Like if they give her the edit Kenya had on Girls Trip and make Kenya define better again, I bet that's what we get. Kenya been a villain for a long time, and she had her own past trauma. But one thing about Kenya is that she worked on it and she getting better. That's what this season she hasn't been like a villain. That's much. And I'm Marla taking on the role of the villain. Kenya put on the work. Now Kenya still got ways to go, but she put in the work. And now that she her daughter, that she is so soft a little bit better. But that Marla, child. And I think also what's crazy is that because she want to fit in so badly, and they don't take in what she's given, that she lashes out. And that's another dangerous thing to do. Because now you lash out at people because they don't believe in like what you giving. Because they don't believe it. Nope. And people hated Kenya wasn't the villain. I don't know why, but they did. That's what I'm saying. Why they hated because she was the villain? Because of Kenya working on herself. Kenya can't always been the villain all the damn time. I mean, she got the role for a long time. But we could tell the growth that Kenya was doing. And I hope that Marlon does the same thing. Something to me tells me that Marlon will keep using that as excuse at clutching not to work on better. But she is going therapy session, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to give her a little grace now. But I'm telling you that now, y'all. She ain't getting much. I don't hate her. I don't hate nobody. This is a reality TV show. I don't need to hate nobody. They just hate that lady. But well, they do really hate Kenya. And I don't know why. But I think the boys is back in Marlo's house. And we'll see how that goes. Hope she get them counseling. Hope she work on herself. Hope she build better boundaries. And have structure. And stuff like that. Because she realized some of her thought that it was happening because her own wrongdoings. And like I said, I commend her for taking in the boys. But you got to handle with a better care, especially when you was growing up. So, oh yeah, her petty side's still there. Don't get it twisted. And she will still get at you if you come at her. Because that's the Kenya stick is. Like, she don't come at people unprovoked like that. She come at people when you come at her. She be having a good old time. You come at her, that's when she start coming in. I said, "Oh, can y'all leave Kenya alone? Y'all know she gonna start going in." Yeah. All right, so Andy, I said you tried it, Andy, with the Marlo, but listen, that's what it is. And also, I feel like with this reunion, when things didn't go her way, you saw how Marlo's face expression was. Oh, when Kenya mentioned that, oh well, how you went at me and you always come using Mark as the way to hurt me and my daughter the way to hurt me. She said, well, we wasn't good at this and that. I said, okay, then. So when she come at you, don't feel some way about that. You want to have that nasty disposition of that. Oh, you didn't care because we wasn't good at the time. But yeah, you want her to have kitty gloves when they come at you. No, come on now. We can't. No, if you gonna be fair, we gonna be fair. I'll come at you, you gonna come at me. Let's keep it equal. But don't dictate how I come at you when you come at me very heavy and expect me to bow down. No, that's not happening. That's why I didn't really like. I said, okay, Marlo, all right, you need to really work on that. Because it was true. Every time we kid, she kept using it as a dig. And she knows that's a dig. I mean, hey, it's argument's an argument, but you can't get mad when somebody do that to you. Exactly, right? So, like I said, I don't think she deserved off the show, but I'm not featuring her to be a speech holder. But at the same time, she is the one, and I just see how she goes because I think she will come back again. Hey, congratulations, Marvel, you will be back again. All right, that was that. What's next? Favorite Fiance. So tonight we're gonna watch part 2 on Discord of Untitled Housewives and see what they gives. Let's move on to Favorite Fiance. If you got anything else y'all want to discuss, y'all put that in the comment section. I'll look at it. And Mark was definitely terrible. Definitely terrible. Lisa Renna had lost her mind. What was Lisa Renna did? Dominique, come over to the YouTube and tell me what Lisa Renna did. Um, what's that? 1, 4, 50. All right, favorite fiance, y'all. Okay. I get ready. Hold on. Let me see what Dominic said over here. I'm sorry, I'm late. That's all right, Dominic. I'm glad you're here. So, Shy and Troy. Let's get into them real quick. So, this couple, Troy is 29 years old. Oh, you got to make sure because YouTube is trouble. That's why I posted on my social media platforms so people could know. And I also always posted on my Discord the link and everything, just because sometimes YouTube will be sending notifications out. Let's put that. So Troy is 29 years old, and Shy is 24 years old. They've been together, I guess, within a year, something like that, and they got engaged within 6 months. I said, okay, man, y'all rushing. I don't know why you're rushing, but that's probably. They got engaged within the 6 months of dating. They started moving in before they even got engaged. I think around May, they were starting living together because I guess she asked them to live with me. And he said, okay. I said, oh, what kind of bum ass stuff is that? But whatever. I'm sorry. I'm not living with my until I get married. Engagement is not part of no. Have my own place, you have your own place. And when we get married, we say I do. Then we look for a place together. Other than that, no. So they lived together, and then that July they got engaged. So within 6 months they got engaged. That's what it is. The family never even met each other because it's so quick and what's going on. He didn't really ask Shy's mother for hand in marriage or whatever her family. It's like that. Oh, we'll get in that minute. He asked her grandma, but not the mom. And he didn't ask her close sister because Shy has a twin sister, and they close and they have a music group together, and they supposed to do music and all that stuff like that. And he supposed to do his acting, and she supposed to be musical and all that stuff. It is what it is. And her sister felt away because she was a part of the engagement. I said, oh, listen, I don't know how much involved you should be to engage. But the person who should get the hand in marriage is someone who is really close, and maybe it is the mother, everything. And maybe, yeah, I know what, maybe you should ask his sister, whatever. He didn't ask his sister. She felt some way about that. But then again, Shy, you didn't tell your sister either after you got engaged, because when you got engaged from Troy, you posted on social media, and that's how your sister found out. So how close are your sister if you didn't tell her right on the way and you got engaged? All right. Now the kid thing, Dami, you asked, Troy has a daughter. And at first, he didn't tell Shy he has a daughter because I guess at the beginning of the relationship, he was gone for like 2 weeks or something like that. And then he come back and he told her, oh, well, I have a daughter. And he got full custody. And now she playing mom at 24 years old. I said, oh, my gosh. And he said they have a good relationship and everything. But I was saying, what's the story with the baby mama? What's up with that? Why you got full custody? Which is fine and everything, but why you got full custody? And what happened? What's the situation? And it's the mother still in a baby's life or anything. What's going on with that? But so get engaged, moving in together, raising a kid, a 1-year-old kid together, and then try to get married so quickly. And I said, okay, so do y'all really know each other? Do y'all have everything down pat? This is great. Like if it's like all that stuff like that, is it really good? You know. So we do find out that Troy is attached to his mom. And y'all know what that means, right? Start with an M and the next word start with a B. Y'all can put that in the comment section. Y'all know what that means. Yes, he's one of those. So you know how that gives, right? So how that dynamic go be when he has a fiance that he about to be married when he's MB. So, and she attached to her sister. That's what it is. She attached to her sister just like he attached to his mom. To the point that he tells his mom everything. Yes. Oh boy, light. Yeah. And why she wishes him to marry her. Let her live her life a little bit more. That's how I say it. Oh boy. Yes. He's the mama's boy. I said it. He's a mama's boy. Everything. Right? So Troy bringing his sister Cheryl, no, his mom Cheryl, his aunt Cheryl. I said, did you figure grandma they had no other names? Why you calling both the mom and the aunt Cheryl? And it's spelled the same way. I said, did she have no imaginations? Okay, whatever. Cheryl, and Dolores. I said, how she got Dolores? Everybody else's name is Cheryl. Okay. And they're all sisters. Shy is Shannon, mom, her Shy brought her sister Sky, and her uncle Benny. So they never met, and the timing is off. And I say yes, the timing is off. And I just went I went in a rant a little bit. Like quick. I said, what? Show? I said, that's confusing. Like you could have given it. Did I get a nickname? Chill. So Tracy McMillan, that's the therapist, she gave them a task. They both have a 5-year plan. They each have the same task. And based on your plan, and see if your plans matches. And also that then Shy will go to Troy's family, Troy will go to Shy family. So they had the family came together, they had a family meeting, and it made it the things that I had mentioned in that stated it was that it was too soon. Do y'all even know each other? The sister felt left out of the engagement. I said, sister, you get over that. That's your sister fault. She didn't tell you. It is what it is. How much involved you need to be in the engagement. And she also said she's not involved in the wedding planning. I said, I don't know. That's your sister. Talk to your sister about that. Right? The financial plans, the peer group that he has, the baby mama drama, if there's any baby mama drama, because I really wanted to know the backstory, because like how you going missing for 2 weeks and she want to find out where you at, and then you could come back with a whole baby and then you got full custody. Like, what happened? Yes, because he's about to be 30. Yeah, and she's 24. So you be a mom at 24, all that stuff like that. That's so you need to enjoy your 20s. But I have a coworker right now who's trying to rush the marriage, and I'm trying to speak to them, and I said, listen, you do what you do, but I said, you young, don't rush. It's hard work. Y'all think me and marriage is cute? It's not. It could be cute for the right people, for the right person, but it's hard work. It is not easy. And then he think that it's easy. He said, oh, wow, marriage. Listen, you go ahead thinking marriage ain't hard. All right, you go ahead and think that. Go ahead, boy. I ain't got time to be no philosopher, because we co-workers. So we don't got time for that. So the task, Shah said her first year she would get married, get wedding. Second year she would have bought a home with her husband or her fiance. And then the third year she wanted to start a business with him. So when she said that, the mom said business. What kind of business? Because she said they want to do classes. And he wanted to teach acting classes. She wanted to teach music classes. And I said, okay. And she said, oh, I didn't know about that. I ain't know. I said, I said, Mom, that mom is something else. Okay. So, I'm at 23. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, if you marry young, you marry young. Just I think if you go marry young, marry them for the right person. It's like, I don't know, because sometimes you should spend your 20s to get yourself together every day. And then you work on marriage, getting down the line, get serious and all that. Early 20s, you should enjoy it, because that's what you have to do for that. But if you get married, hey, more power to you. Hope it is a great one. Because some people who marry so young, they realize the reality and rude awakening, and they get divorced so quickly. Child. Ew. Happy early birthday, Dominique. I will be 30 Thursday, and now I need to grow up and stop having them. Child, you don't need to stop having people until you got the right one. Child. You don't stop till you get the right one. If they can't stop, you don't need to stop. As long as you can't handle the juggling, that's the only way you will stop. You better live your life, girl. So, doing the 5-year plan of task, the mom brought up that Troy is becoming a police officer. He wanted to become a police officer. And Shah did not know that. I said, oh, so he didn't tell you? And it got pretty serious because he took the physical and he passed the physical. Next, he got to go to the written test. So, and I said, oh, this is going to be a problem. And the fact that he told his mom. It is hard juggling. That's just like, if you can handle it, you can. But don't settle yourself down to one person if they ain't claiming you. Sure, somebody got to claim you first before you want to get rid of everything else. They got to be serious enough. So, hey, keep it casual and cute. And everything. Yeah, he didn't tell Shy. And I would say, I don't know why he wouldn't tell his fiance that he's going for a police officer. That's a big step. And that's a big deal. Especially if he's doing police officer because he wanted financial stability for his family, provide for his family and everything, the benefits, all that stuff like that. That's something you should have told Shy and not run to your mother. Like, yes, your mother probably will know. But my thing is, it's not like you didn't tell. It's not like you told Shy late after you told your mom first, you told her second. You told your mom and you never told Shy. Which I was like, why? Why you will never tell her that? So Shy got blindsided and she was completely upset about that. I understand why she will be. But that Shy was going around this thing. She's saying, well, he's being attached to his mom. It's not a big deal. I don't understand. I said, no, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You know, even Tracy pointed out, I said, girl, it's a big deal. You know that's a big deal. that the fact that he was willing to tell his mom everything, and you're not the first person he should go tell you what things, especially he supposed to put your priority. If he was making you as his fiance that would be soon to be his wife, then he should be able to come to you for any news, and you should at least be the first person to know. Yes, his mom is always going to be there, and maybe he want to tell his mom. The fact that he would tell his mom and he never tell you, that's something, that's serious. So don't go around act like him being a mama's boy, and then he don't tell you that, and he's attached his mom and not making it a priority. It's not a big deal to you. It's exactly the big deal because that's the issue you have. You have a lot of issue because he don't share things to you like you be sharing things to him. And then when you try to tell him to at least put boundaries with your mom, then he will try to flip it like say, "Oh well, you close to your sister, and I will never tell you." I said she never tell you to stop talking to your mom. She told you to create boundaries so you can put her first because that's the person you're supposed to be your wife. We have a partner; they should be first. Yes, parents always gonna be there. Nobody knocking you. Nobody gonna knock that you should dismiss and stop talking to your mother. Nobody saying that. You're just saying that you have a fiance that's about to be your wife. She needs to be a part of that priority in your life. And she's not a priority in your life. Right? So, and then she said she want 5 children. I said, girl, you better know why she not 5 children. I don't know what you're trying to get 5 children for. That's a big ass family. But whatever. And then communication issues. John being single, system to one. That's what I'm saying, right? Shoot, she needs to one. And I was saying, why? Why? So they do have communication issues, and they both failed at communication, especially more on his side, because I don't know why he don't want to communicate. And then he said, oh, when he does try to communicate and something like that, he feel belittled and he don't feel unheard. I don't think that's true. I think he used that as a way that said, oh, because you don't like how she might give you a response, or you don't like that the feedback she might give you, so you use that, oh, she's not hearing me. But you're not sharing things. So you refuse to share things just because you don't want her to control or have any feedback of what's going on your decision making. Now, nobody's telling her that she needs to be control over your life, but you need to share these things so you have agreement of how to handle things and move forward as a better couple, as a unit. So when you don't share things, it's because you not admitting things to her because you don't want to have any value and input in your life, and that's a dangerous thing because you want to get her, you want her to be your wife. That she'll have no input in your life, but you want her to be your wife, so you don't share things. So you use that as not being heard, or I'll be belittled, I'll be emasculated. No, that's the point of partnership. You had to talk it out. You don't want her to have any input and control. That's why. That's when you don't tell her things. Oh my gosh. So I feel like he should have said something. And my whole thing, what I put that up? What I put that at? Oh, I'll go wait till that in a minute. Because I was like, something got me pissed off that why nobody was defending Shy when she was confronting him about something. But that will push pause on that because I'll go get back to that. Right? Yeah. So when she saw that to Tracy, she keeps saying his relationship with his mom is not a problem, but Tracy said it is a problem. That's what it is. Hey, Tequila. How you doing, boo? Exactly. That's what mama boys do. They think their son is. I say, you're not marrying your son. Your son always going to be your son. Now the fact that your son's going to grow old, and he's 29 years old. He's about a grown-ass man, and you that whole clutching the pearls with this girl. Yes, it's going so fast relationship. It is going so fast. But it doesn't take the fact that he decided to make this girl his wife. So any person he decided to make his wife, it got to be a priority in his life. And he needs to set boundaries with you. Because any person gonna feel some way about that you so close that you tell her everything and you so attached to your mom. Nobody tell you can't have a relationship with your mom, but you gotta have boundaries. And then when your mom don't have boundaries in your own relationship, she ain't gonna expect nobody around you. And she gonna give every woman a problem. Because you don't set the boundaries. So, but it's a party. And I think Tracy was telling them that y'all are both living in the dream and not living in reality. The problem is, you say you didn't want to tell her. His reason why he didn't want to tell her that he was going to police office because he didn't feel like he was serious enough in doing it. I said, it's pretty serious enough that you took a physical exam and passed it. You're pretty much serious about going to that route because you live in a reality knowing that you being an actor may not become a reality. So you have a backup. So your reality now is that you want to do police officer, and then you took the physical exam, you got to do the witness exam, and it seems like you're about to become one. So you need to do that. And then eventually he did become one. So that's one of the thing. But thing is that this is what you want to do. You knew that this might be your backup plan from acting. So your reality is that's what it is. So that bull standing that you didn't want to tell her because you wasn't serious enough, you was definitely serious enough. The problem is you didn't want to have an input and value on it. That's your issue. So you were serious enough. You live in the reality that you know that a police officer might become a reality for me. So her dream as a singer, she didn't realize what's the reality for her. Can she do both? Not saying that she can't have children and become a musician and do music and stuff, but it is a work in progress. And it had to take two as a couple to be on the same page to understand what's going on. When he's a police officer, he might be doing long hours. And you as a musician, you could set your own schedule. So you had to work that out. So y'all living in a dream fantasy land right now. And y'all don't want to escape that fantasy land and live in reality. Because that live in reality, you got to face the truth. Right? So Tracy told her, gave them tasks this time. She told Troy to talk to your mom and set some boundaries with your mom and let her know that Shy got to be a priority and everything. And he ain't like that. Because every time he tried to say that, he tried to flip it all. He said, well, I never tell you cut your relationship with your sister. So why you going to tell me it's going to happen? I said, boy, you know 29 years ago. Get off your mother's titty. I said it. Boy, I can't understand a grown-ass man acting like that fact. I said, boy, bed up. Your mom be okay. She ain't going anywhere. You're still her son, so the title ain't going anywhere. So, and Shy needs to talk to a producer with her sister and see what the plan is and what they gonna do if it's manageable. Producer did basically say it's manageable, but you have to understand that you this is what you want to do. You got to understand it's a juggle. It's a balance. You got to juggle. You got to see what's serious now, right? So when Troy talked to his mom, right? Yeah, I think I don't know if I could be. I don't have no problem dating a police officer. I don't know if I could be able to stomach it because it is dangerous. Not knowing what's going to happen. Not knowing if he's going to come home. Not knowing like that. The long hours, like what? Not knowing if you're going to bring his work to home. And that's another dangerous thing. You can bring your work to home and you can start coming at me like that. I say, that's how, No man, no bacon, no ham, no cheese, no turkey. You can't have that. So, he went to talk to his mom, and baby, at classic fashion, and she had a visual reaction. If y'all saw that episode, she had an outward reaction. And I said, girl, to the point that she was crying, broke it down. She's like, I ain't gonna tell you, this thing, you gonna tell her, I don't believe that, and this and that. I was like, over because your son is telling you that he want to put his wife, his fiance, a priority. Like you been damn that think that he told you you was dead to him. He didn't say none of that. But then he saw her reaction, and now he been attracted, and now he got upset. Was shy, said, "Why you make me do this?" I said, "No, you didn't make me do that. You should have been did that. You should have been did that." And I expect that reaction from the mom. Now the way how she was acting, I was probably expecting that. She probably one of those that was gonna be all hurt, like her son trying to put boundaries. At the end of the day, mom, yes, And you gonna throw, oh well, wife could come and go, fiance could come and go, but yes, you always gonna be his mom. But at the same time, your son gonna want to be a wife, a husband, right? He gonna want to have a wife one day, right? He gonna want to have a children one day, right? At some point, he can't be under your freaking attachment to you. You have to break. You have to have the boundaries. You can't be too involved. You have to understand that, right? Despite whether they going fast or not, and no matter what woman he's dealing with, you got to understand that it's gonna be reality. Let your son go, and let him be a man. Because it was poor taste for you to throw in that girl's face about the police officer. Well, she should have known that. But you do that because you wanted to make her peg down the notch. Because you had the key. And I think she said something like, oh, I tell you what I need to tell you and all something like that. I said, no, you don't need to tell her. No. You don't have the right to dictate when she get information from. So the mom, y'all could tell, the mom was overreacting. She did the most. The sister said, oh my God, well, no, we got to pray for her. What happened downstairs? None of that happened downstairs. I wish y'all watched the episode to see how the hell your sister acted. Because I would look at my sister, I said, is there something you want to tell me, sister? Because what are we doing here? Do I need to call someone? This is sensual. It's sensual. What are we doing here? Child, they couldn't have me there. And I would look like, I said, what the hell are you doing? So, when they brought it up at the dinner table, Shy, what should I say? And then you know how she flipped it to make him feel wrong for even putting boundaries in the first place? Or try to set boundaries, make him feel like he's bad. And that's what she did. So when Shy confronted this on the dinner table and stuff like that, and then he would say, well, you caused your sister, and I didn't ever tell you that. It's in the mom. He said, I feel like he should have told me, and it hurt my heart and everything. And even the Shy mother was sitting here, it was like, she good as delusional. Everybody was looking at this mother, and nobody was having Shy's back. I said, and nobody gonna say nothing here, huh? Y'all all just quiet and mute. It was Shy's family. I was so done. I was saying, you know what? Y'all could go. Y'all sit here acting like letting this lady go to tip a tantrum. Know that she's wrong and she's too involved, but none of y'all gonna say nothing. Nobody else said anything. She was all alone. Okay. So after all is said and done, Shy said, you know what? I still want to marry you, but we need to push this wedding back. We can't get married right now. All that stuff. So long story short, the blessing ceremony was not happening because she told the family, like, listen, you know what? We still gonna get married, but we're not getting married right now. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna go counseling. We're gonna do stuff like that, and we're gonna do better. So the follow up is that they set the wedding for 2 years later. I said, good. Have a long engagement and work on it so you get better at each other. He became a police officer, and she worked on a deal to have his festival with her sister to do her singing, and that's it. And that's that. But I was like, child, that mom was on one. I said, oh my gosh. Ooh. And he said it looked like a dog deer in the headlight, like he can't escape from the attachment of his mom. I said, boy. Yeah, get her some business. Get her some business because she was way too involved and invested into this. And granted, it is a quick engagement. I'm glad that they both, and I'm glad that Shy they say, you know what? No, we will push this wedding back. Push it back. And the fact that they push it for 2 years later, I said that's great. Great. Now I would dump him. I would say, yeah, because that was like, it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna continue to be an issue if you're gonna let this mom be in between like that, like that. And the fact that he can't set that boundary, I said, child. They That was that. That was fair fiance. Oh yeah, I put the thumbnail, y'all, so you can see what they look like. You know, that's Troy. That's shot. All right, let's go to Belle Collective. Belle Collective. Belle Collective. How y'all feel about Belle Collective? You know, it was the next episode. And I want to know how y'all feel because it was some things we're going to discuss. And you know, Tamba Chevy, I don't understand about Tamba because Tamba was getting my motherfucking nerves this episode, but we will get into Tamba in a minute. So Tamba into mine, I like, you know, and you know, we got Marie Marval and we got Latrice and her thing, husband Claire and everybody else. So let's get into Belle Collective because you know I like to enunciate every word and every syllable. And I would like to tell y'all, I just hope y'all enjoyed this review of Belle Collective because we're about to get into it. All right, that was terrible, y'all. If y'all don't know what it is, that's terrible. Child, she was enunciating word. Her life depend on it. So Akeisha, Tisha, and Marie decided to sit down and have a conversation. And I was saying, I'm surprised Keisha decided to sit down with Letitia. But the way how Letitia told her that she was nothing. And the way how she said that, like she was nothing, that nobody want her. Nobody want her when she was born. I was like, damn, Tisha, that argument was not necessary for you to say all that. Just because she called you insecure? Okay, girl. Because I said if I was like Keisha, I would have went in on her. I would have went in on her. Child. And you sitting around with a husband who freaking don't want you. Your pussy ain't popping like that either. For years. You was a mistress in your own relationship. So you're not wanting yourself. Poof. Get out my face. She would have to fight me. Child, I would have went low. Teacher would have to call me all kinds of bees. Because I would have went in on her. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Because you an easy lead. You was an easy lead. Don't come at me like that. Now, I know we arguments, no rules of arguments. But damn, girl, you went that low. Take about my childhood. Okay. So, I decided, I don't know why, she decided to have a little sit down with Tisha and Marie. They decided to move past the drama. I said, okay. But then Tisha found out. Oh, no. We get to that point yet. But they decided to move past the drama. Marie said that her mom relapses and she's not in the house anymore. I said, Marie, girl, I know you love your mom or you want the attachment of your mom. You got to let that go. I'm sorry, y'all. I know sometimes it's hard because you only got one mom. But when you're grown and your mom is grown and she keep choosing that life, you got to let it be. You can love her from a distance. Love her from a distance. But we're going to know next week. Hold up, y'all. Next week is the finale? Because somebody said that. And I said, I didn't hear nothing about them being no finale. I said, that's quick. But y'all let me know if it's finale or not. Because I could have sworn it was another episode. I ain't said it was no season finale. Child. But Marie is going to find her mom next week. And looking at driving downtown, trying to look for her mom. I said, oh my gosh. It is? What? We didn't get much. But I guess it is. I guess that's all they just give us. So Marie's having a celebration. Marie Marval, right? She having a celebration because she her plan is to build 5 methadone clinics in the state of Jackson, Mississippi. In the state of Mississippi. And she could open up one right now and she'll celebrate. because she's the first Black woman to open up a clinic and mental health clinic in the state of Mississippi, which is nice. I said that's a good accomplishment. Oh, Collins May Candy. Oh no, not that girl. They come back. We don't want her. We don't want her. Get off my screen, K. Kalon. Ugh. Yeah, so it's a great accomplishment for Marie and Essie that they has opened up these clinics because we do need that. We do need that, and I also commend her for opening up the mental health facilities in Jackson, Mississippi, because we don't have that geared towards Black people. We don't, and it's something that we should definitely need in a lot of our areas. Like, come on now, we need their services bad, right? So Tisha want to know why security. And I even asked the same time. I said, you know what? Because she didn't want nobody to talk and question the mind. She didn't want no one to question and talk to the mind. So I had security to stop us. Like, and I said, girl, you didn't have no security. Like, a minute that they started questioning, the security came. I said, girl, what the hell? It escorted you and him out. I said, girl, okay, Tampa. So Tampa and Damon sat down, right? And they talk. And Tampa said, yes, Taisha is decorating. The decorator. The decorator is one attention hoe. She attention seeker. And she want my life. And she is after the mind. And you know, it's a fatal attraction. And it's like, it's serious. Because I don't know why she is so impressed and obsessed like Mariah Carey in my life. And I just don't know why she's so obsessed with us, because she didn't get her life. The decorator needs to get away. It's just becoming too obsessive. And she didn't get a life, basically, if she's saying. So Damon said, listen, you need to move with me. I said, what? Now, Tampa said, you know, the doctor orders. It's like, me, the mind, and just decided to do what the doctor said and get it a freaky, nasty style. And it's something, so it might be a baby got away because we do it in the old-fashioned way. But yeah, you want to be traditional. So you raw dogging right now because you want to have the baby, but you still don't got the ring. So you don't got that yet. So Tampa, you don't need to do traditional way then. You don't need to. You working so hard to do traditional way, to do it the right way. But war dog and have a baby before you get married is not the step that you wanted to take. You want to be sure of the wife. And the fact that you keep asking about the ring, you're not getting that the ring. And if you married, you should have put the ring on it. He ain't putting the ring on it. It's been 16 years. 16 years. On and off. And then he asked me to move in with you. He said, you asked me to move in with you and I don't got no ring? I know, got a ring. But you want to have a raw dog and have unprotected sex with a man. You've been with 16 years because you had a baby, but you don't got no ring yet either. So what we doing here, Tampa? Are you playing in our faces? Or are you for real? Because I believe y'all playing in our faces. Get out my face, girl. Because at the end of the day, if you go the traditional way, you should have did it all the way traditional way. You could have keep using that condoms until he put that ring on it. And he married you. But yeah, he wanted to shack and have a baby with you before putting the ring on. I said, no, he ain't serious. Girl, bye. He said, oh, I'm not asking. I'm telling you, moving in with me. I said, girl, Tampa. And Tampa, Tampa. That confessional look. Did you look at yourself in the mirror when you get that confessional look? Because I don't know what's going on up here. Why the hell this is lighter than up here, down here? Or this is darker than down here. Whatever, there was two tones. Whoever your makeup artist did you wrong. Because before you wasn't like that. You got a one-tone skin tone. Now all of a sudden you got two tones. I guess the makeup artist is fell with you like everybody else is fell with you. All right, Tampa. Okay, y'all. So let's go on Marie, Glenda, and Jerez. Marie, you aggravating me. And I'm going to tell you why she aggravated me. All right. So I got Glenda. That's the mother of the unalive baby mama of Jerez, who recently got unalive, 18 years old. God rest her soul because she was so young. And I said, Glenda must have decided to do this. Because I said, if I was Glenda, I would say, I want no cameras in my face. No, I'm grieving. I don't got time. We ain't doing this here. You better call me on the phone. But she okay. I mean, she ain't look okay, but, she did the scene, everything. So they talking. That's what I'm saying. So, I would have known too, because they did her wrong. They did her dirty. Child, I said, Tamara, you should not go on a confession looking like that. And so they were talking and said, she knows her soul was lost when her daughter died. I don't understand that. It could be imagine how a parent will losing your children before you leave the earth. You don't want your children to leave before you. It's like that. And then the children don't want you to leave. So it's like, it's different. But usually the parents want the children to outlive them, right? So it's like, dang, my daughter's not here. I look at my grandson and look just like my daughter. I see my daughter and my grandson and all stuff like that. So Marie said, we got you and everything. And so Jerez sitting and looked like a tall, dumb, dusty little boy. I said, whatever, Marie. You could hate me, you could scream me, you could curse me out in the reviews. It is what it is. But I said what I said. But I said, he looks dusty and dumb. It's like he looked clueless. He just sitting there looking tall for nothing. Right? And he looked detached. Very detached. Because I don't feel like he wasn't really that involved with the girl like that. He just had a baby with her. But look at the touch. He said, I'm just going to do what I do to take care of my son. I said, first of all, you got 3 kids, so it's not just him, but we understand that. For the sake of it, you talk about that one kid. But, got to do what I do to take care of the son and all stuff like that. And I'm going to make sure he understands because Linda, the mom, wants the baby to know that he had the mother and the mother always want to know what his mom look like when they get older. And I was like, that's it. When the baby get older, he gonna start questioning. That's when you have to start be ready. So get your answers prepared and get ready to prepare when the questions start coming. It is what it is. You gotta be ready. It is what I know. Everybody don't want to be ready, but when the questions come around, you gotta be ready. Have pictures, have things. Let the son know who his mama was, and stuff like that. So it's like yada yada yada. So the reason why I said I was aggravated with Marie, right? Jerez is going away for school right now. Jerez made a decision on his own to stop living away and come home and take online classes so he could be there and take care of his son. And I won't put the other 2 kids as well because every now and again the other 2 kids will come to his house. Whatever. Take care of his 3 kids, or maybe get a job, work locally, do school home, and take care of the kids so he could be there more hands-on with his son. That's the great thing to do for him. The fact that the boy only got 1 parent right now. That's what the great thing to him to do. And that's what most of us wanted him to do, take responsibility. And here go figure Marie Monroe, dusty behind, saying, no, we got this. I said to Mom, how you know, why you go volunteer Glenda? I know Glenda probably gonna be there. But how you go volunteer Glenda? No, we got this. Go away back to school. I said, excuse me, hold up. He made a decision to be home more for his kids. That's his decision. So you gonna tell him, no, you go back away and finish school and we got this. You want all this. That's why all this stuff is happening, because you want to do everything, Marie. Girl, don't you know you got lupus flaring? And I ain't putting that sickness on you, but I said, girl, you put stressing yourself out. Taking all this stuff in. And what? For you to tell him to go back away from school, away from his kid, and we got this? No, he's the father. Let him. I was like, you know what, Marie? I don't got time with you, girl. I don't got time with you. You want to chase after your mother. You telling Jerez go back away from, oh, you got to take care of the kid. I was like, you just love to be needed. That's what it is. You want to be needed. If you don't feel needed, then you do whatever you need to make yourself to feel needed. And that's what I was saying there. Because the fact that you told this boy to go back away from school after he just made the decision to stay home to be here for the kids so he could work and everything, and you gonna tell him no, go away. Honestly, you want to finish school and everything, but I don't know. When you got a 20-year-old boy who had 3 kids by the age of 21 and he's 23 years old and he's not allowed to take it, no, we don't got time for that. And that's when Marie, people dragging you. But okay, Marie, it is what it is. How y'all feel? Because I was like, Marie, really? You just said that? Okay. Oh yeah, Marie just figured out what's truly important with the kids. That's what I'm saying. And then she still got young kids herself. Because I could have sworn she got his daughter and teenage boys. 2 other teenage boys and a daughter she's taking care of. And then on top of the full-time grandson, and then sometimes you have the other 2 grandsons. It's like, so D is doing a drive-by baby shower. I said, a drive-by baby shower? I was like, oh, okay. So I guess maybe it's still a panorama. So I said, okay, I understand that, I guess. Drive-by, drop the gift and go on about your business. So they do a drive-by baby shower. And that was cute and all. They had Latrice practice with the baby. Latrice looked mad uncomfortable, even though she still looked good having holding the baby in her arm. But she looked uncomfortable. She said, no, I can't do this 24/7. I can do 24 minutes, but I can't do 24/7. I know that right, Latrice. But then Latrice said she's stressing herself out because she missed her period for 2 months, 3 months, because she kicked up in the freaking months. So we're going to say 3 months because that's what the thing is. She missed her period for 3 months. And she don't know if it's stress or she might be pregnant. I said, Latrice, if you miss a period for that long time, don't you think you should have took the test or at least went to the doctor? You stressing yourself out talking to your husband about a possible baby when you don't even know you might be pregnant. Because sometimes missed period could be due to stress and other factors. But you don't know that because you never went to the doctor or find out. So I said, girl, you stressing yourself out a lot about this baby situation. I mean, yes, this conversation be had. But until we figured out if you actually is pregnant, why are we having all this going on? So JJ bought D a car, and I said it was a cute car. I said, that's nice. Okay. All right. So Latrice and Cliff have a conversation. And I was saying, oh my gosh. I said, Latrice, please, girl, don't have the baby by this guy. Please. Like, girl, I'm not telling you what you do to your relationship, but gosh, not him. Nah, no, man, no bacon. Cheese, don't do that. But Cliff said he doesn't worry. Latrice worries a lot. She worry. He doesn't worry. It is what it is. It's like that. Right? She probably is in denial. Definitely is. So the conversation, they have a conversation about the baby and possibility, right? One thing she asked them, am I a great wife? He said, you're a good wife. She said, am I a great wife? He said, no, you're a good wife. It's some things you need to do to make yourself a great wife. I said, coming from a guy who just sit here and act like he's perfect, huh? So you got no faults of your own. So you're a great husband, huh? And when he said that, and I was saying, oh no, Latrice, listen to what he's saying, girl. He said it's things you need to work on to become a great wife. So you're not a great wife yet. So don't you think when you have a baby, he gonna critique you how great or good of a mother you be? I'm just saying. He probably will. Knowing him, he will. Oh, you're not a good mom because you overworking yourself. So you need to focus on the baby. You do too much. Focus on the baby. I said, what the hell? You tattoo a fucking hip. You work on the baby. Child, I shouldn't have cursed, but what it is. He done get me aggravated. Cliff aggravates me. Like that. I want to know David talk is exhausting because it is exhausting right now. So he said, "Oh, you could stay. You could stay home and take care of the baby. You could get somebody to run your business. You could stay home. Take." I said, "That's what he wants. He wants you home. That's the whole point of it. He wants you home. You're a boss lady. Make your own money. Start from the bottom from here." Yes, he wants it his own way, and that's the problem. He don't want to compromise. And Latrice, did you even listen to your mom? Because your mom tell you Clifford just like your father. And you don't want your baby to be raised like your father or the absence of your father because you don't want the baby like that. And I'm sorry, I don't know how he was with his other 5 children. But I said, what make him think he will be there for this one? I don't know. Because we got 5 other kids. If they tell us, I don't know, maybe somebody did say that. I don't know. But I was like, because sometimes other kids probably will do that because he wants to do a do-over. So I'm going to be there for this kid. I'm going to be there for the baby. But yeah, you want her home. So I said, how is it with his other 5 kids? Was he around for them then? Was he around for them? Time will tell. Because I could have sworn, I don't know if they really mentioned it, but I could have sworn somewhere before they said he wasn't there all the time. That's what it tells to me. That he can say all that he wants now. When that baby comes, he try to ground you so you could be at home. I said, no. What classmate? Oh, the answers about if he take care of kids or not? Child. So they had the Marie celebration. And Marie is happy. She thanked Esty as always. And everything. That's treat. It sounded like a soulmate to me, honey. I said, uh-huh. They laughed it all. And a lot of ladies came through. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the kids is close to her age. So that's why they wasn't featuring her as a stepmom. Because she said, yeah, they close to her age. So they probably wouldn't know. That's what she asked her classmate. I get it. I get it. Yeah, she said most of the kids are close to her age. So it's like they don't see her as a stepmom. They see her as like a older sister, a bigger sister, or something like that. So, my main thing, so Keisha brought up with that she having a celebration luncheon and everyone's invited, and she want to introduce herself and bring the of who's of Jackson, and also her plans for Ferris Street. So remember, Keisha told us that Tisha is done with her. She's done with Tisha, and she's not working with Tisha for Ferris Street. I said, I understand that why. Because when she go on that low blow comment, I wouldn't work with her either. Now, she said she had plans for Ferris Street. What she needs to do. Now, Tisha said, so she just iced me out of Ferris Street. I said, yeah, she did. She did. All that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. Don't worry about it. I said, no, Tisha, I think you needed Keisha. I don't think Keisha needed you. I think you needed Keisha. That's when you saw Harper and said, I want you to sit at the table. I want you to sit at the table. And it's like, I want you to sit at the table. And I want you to sit at the table. And I want you to sit at the table. And I was like, damn, it sounded like a broken record. Okay, we got it. Okay. But it seemed like you needed her more than Keisha needed you because Keisha got connections. You know, the one upper. All right. So then Taisha came around, and baby Tampa was pressed to the point that she didn't want to stay in the scene. She took her mic off, and she said, "I'm not giving this girl any airtime or screen time, nothing like that." I was at finally Taisha came around because I was tired of letting Tisha be the bone carrier and let Taisha tell her own story. And I said, Tamara, were you the one who said you believe everything Damon said? So if you believe everything Damon said, why the hell you leaving out? You could have sit there and listened to this girl, what the hell she got to say, and let's be with it be. And have a conversation. But if you don't want to have a conversation, let her speak. And I said, okay. That's it. You say you believed him. It was no possible way. It was no possible way that they had an emotional connection, emotional affair, because I know everything, and he showed me everything and all the texts and the calls, and I know they don't have no emotional connection. So she thinks she can have a screen time with me and everything. She got nothing's coming because you delusion now and everything. So the decorator don't need to be coming here, and I don't know what Marie was doing, bringing her over here because I don't even have time for this. And I said, girl, you say you believe the bond. So if you believe him, ain't no way for you to be pressed about her being there. Obviously, to me, I feel like Taisha is telling the truth in some way, shape, or form. Because the Damon can't answer no question straight. He keep deflecting. That's what he wants you to move in with him, when to move you in with him and do all that extra stuff instead of putting the ring on it. Yeah. But that's how to end it. And next week, it seems like Taisha gonna drop some more bombs and everything. And I guess next week is the season finale. I said, oh. All right, that was Belle Collective, y'all. If you have anything else, you can put it in the comment section. But we're gonna move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville, and let's end it with there. Oh well, they dodging like a freaking, I would say like a plague. I said, damn, she is, because they dodge just like they dodge. But that's what I'm saying. Like, every way to go, they running away from it. I said the security interfering. They Taisha, you want to leave out there? I said, girl, what is up? Like y'all must have known this is the truth. Love and Marriage Huntsville. So everybody wake up. Let's go to Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. Oh, y'all. What's happening here? Hold on, y'all. Oh, because I'm just like, child, these folks in Huntsville. That's what I said. All day. That's crazy. Let's break it down, y'all. So the Whitlows don't like Dr. Francis' analysis. They are questioning his qualifications. They're questioning his credentials and everything, because they can't understand and fathom why he only known them for less than 24 hours to dictate and freaking dissect their marriage, and then he don't even know them to that degree, and he don't know nothing. I said obviously he knows because he got years experiences, and he is a therapist and he's licensed. So he knows something, and he got great observations because he's been spot on for a lot of these people in the show, not just only you, y'all too. And that he don't need to have to know y'all to know that he could discern in a short amount of time y'all was there, what's the issues are. So the fact that y'all want to deflect and dodge it and try not to be here, exactly like they did. And it's so ironic that y'all would do the same thing to everybody else's marriages, and now it was done to you. Now I realize how not pretty it is. It's not pretty. It's been done to you. So that's why he decided to apologize to to Marceau and Tisha for what he did at the reunion. Granted, even though I ain't like Marceau and Tisha, But Luis was coming after their marriage and judging their marriage because he was giving them critiques. And Marceau didn't like it. He told you stop doing it. But Marceau, you can't give people advice either if you don't like people giving you advice. Okay, how long you been together? Put some respect in your marriage. They showed that clip last night, and I rolled my eyes real quick. Tell me to get out my face. Tell her to put respect in her marriage. Yeah. I say you don't have to like what he said to you. Don't get me wrong. Every time you go to the therapist, you might not like everything the therapist said, but it's a reason why it was just said. You don't have to like it, but you have to understand that's the reality that you're showing off, and you don't like the truth. Because you don't like the truth, you freaking discredit them, and they don't know nothing. They don't know what they're talking about. Obviously, you do, because you wouldn't be broken down crying when he broke down and freaking lost about that. Because nobody never put into that words, because you never wanted to listen to me, and I think you still don't. And yes, the Scots was gloating. They were gloating about your Dr. Fancy getting your behind, especially Marceau. But I think they had the reason why they gloating. Because if y'all was never grandstanding like y'all was perfect, they would never have to grandstand and gloat on your freaking marriage. You had all the answers for everybody else, but y'all try to play off like y'all don't have no issues. That's how they had diminish his credits, qualifications, credits, because y'all don't credentials, because y'all don't like what he said. Some of these cats don't like what you said. What make you qualified? Okay. So Louis apologized to Marceau and Tisha for coming to their marriage, because now he know what happened and it was done to him, and he didn't like it. He did. He told them all about themselves. And how he shut Marceau up at that freaking thing when they were trying to go back and forth, and Tisha and Marceau were dumbfounded when he broke that whole thing down in that one little statement. I said, you better go ahead, Dr. Francis. Because they were stunned. They didn't know what the hell they said after he said that. Yeah. He liked the treatment. They didn't like the treatment they got. The Whitlows don't like the treatment that Dr. Fancy gave them. They can't stand it. They don't like it, and so they refused to wear their T-shirts that Dr. Francis gave them. Now I don't think the Whitlows said they wasn't giving a T-shirt because they didn't earn it. I said I don't think they would give you of the other four and not give y'all the T-shirts either, whether you earn it or not. I think you decide not to wear them because y'all wanted to be defiant like little children, right? They're not receptive to advice. And that's what I'm saying. Giving them all issue is that, excuse me, y'all want people to listen to y'all, but when it comes to y'all won't listen to other people. So the energy y'all give off, like, y'all don't give a damn. And they say you hear us, but you don't really hear us. Because you say you're hearing us, but then you give an energy like you really don't want to give a damn what we say about it. Yeah, they should have no right to be criticizing y'all either, because their marriage just ain't all that great either. But at the same time, they're coming after y'all because how y'all was coming after them. So y'all not perfect. Y'all not innocent. That's how we're online. Okay, y'all. Whatever. You want to discredit Dr. Francis' credentials because y'all feel like y'all all that. Y'all continue to be fake, real, imperfect, perfect individual couple. To be, that's a mouthful, but that's what it is. Y'all be real fake real, imperfect, perfect, imperfect individual couple. It is what it is. Let it be. Y'all be that. Y'all go ahead and be that. Because y'all know y'all putting the first on. Y'all know y'all doing it. We know what's going on. Y'all talk through this thing. Y'all is putting on the front. That's what people can see through it. And y'all mad because people could see the cracks y'all giving. Y'all not giving us anything. And then you want to be a philosopher, be a counselor. What make you be a philosopher when you know your situation with your own wife isn't great? You can't get your own thing together. but you want to be a philosopher for everybody else. That's why everybody don't feature for you with those, because y'all is doing the most. So here go more. So, you don't value Dr. Fancy's advice. That's why you're not take it in. I said, coming from a person who don't really care about therapy himself. You don't value Dr. Fancy yourself. The fact that a teacher had to lie and beg and trick you to come in. Because if you even knew Dr. Fancy was giving the treat, you probably wouldn't even came at all. Yeah, so you don't value him yourself, but you just trying to put it on Whitlow's because they in a hot seat. All right. So we said, "Oh, y'all gotta tell us that if I do that." I said, "We just telling y'all. They just telling you that you give up the energy." Child, that's what I'm saying. Because the way how Tiffany moves, she was like she might move to the next real quick. Oh, Mel and freaking Miss Brokeback Mountain Poetic Justice Reject Marlene. Yes, I said that on Twitter, and that's gonna be her name. It's a mouthful, but I don't care. Miss Brokeback Mountain Poetic Justice Reject Marlene. Sit her behind, and I figured dinner table eating with Melanie. I said, Melanie, you a good one. Melanie, you're a good one, and I'm a good person to myself, but Melanie, you're a good one. Because she would not be unblocked. She would still be blocked at that conversation. She sat there, and I said, granted, she owned up what her said. She said, I said it, and I said it, I'm not backing that, and I'm apologizing. You don't have to apologize. She took accountability that she said it. She didn't have to apologize. So I don't have to unblock you either. Period. We move forward. We can move forward. I don't have to unblock you. We move forward. I don't have to repeat this situation, but we can move forward. You're not being unblocked. She did. Definitely show her ass. Complete her ass. She showed. Because she's sitting there. Manny told her, oh, you said about the guy. She said, Martell, did Martell came to you and tell you that I was lazy and I would overwork him to the death? He said, no, I said it myself. And he said, well, you had the babies and you just went and you just called him Martell. I said, okay, so she had the baby. Maybe at times she had to take care of the kids because he wasn't doing much. So if he was free and standing, maybe she got to call on him. That was what husband and wife do, right? It's at times when he be calling on Melanie. So it's the times that she could call him Martell. It's a freaking unit. Now, you don't get mad because you raise your boys all by yourself. And dad isn't around. And the dad is to blame as well. But still, don't get mad. So if your son was with a wife, and I said, how the hell she was lazy and not doing much when she has the business license, she has the brain, she making the money, and it's divorced, and your son is scrambling to try to make money himself. Besides the show. The divorce, we all know what was going on. Melody was the one who had the most thing in the relationship, was doing the most. But that's why he had so much time to go cheat around. So how the hell she was lazy, he had time to do everything else. And cheat and have a whole baby. But yet she was lazy. If she was lazy, he wouldn't have had no time to do all that stuff because he had to be always in the house. Right? But no, he was not always in the house. So obviously he was dependent on Melanie to do everything while he could do dibble-dabble doing himself because he needed to feel like a man. He didn't feel like a man at home because Melanie was doing a lot. So yeah, he got time to do all that. But you will say in front of Miss Melanie's face and keep saying, "Oh yeah, I said it. I feel like you was lazy." I said whatever. And then when Melanie told her that Martell understand when Melanie was coming from, he said, "No, you was over because y'all always kept saying that y'all need to slow down and sit down. Y'all presented us as a power couple who always working and do a lot of things." So she sat there and said, "Oh, I said it," and I said, "Let's move on." She said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna unblock you," and I was. She said, "I would love that." I was like, "Okay, you would love that because it wouldn't be for me. We would still be blocked." I said, "Okay, yeah, we can move forward." I don't know, I kept eating my breakfast just like she eat her freaking snacking on that freaking fruits. I kept eating my thing. I said, okay, we're done. I'm glad we had to sit down. I'm glad we had to sit down. It is what it is. I guess so too. Her phone will still be blocked on my phone. And then she went to talk to Martell and figure act like she didn't do anything wrong. You just gotta understand that she just was mad. I know she was mad because she came out to make sure you blocked me. But so I said she framed that whole scenario like Mel was all wrong and she didn't do nothing. Oh, she was mad. I know she'll understand because I'm a mother too, and that's like that. And the mother, she gotta understand. She can't get angry. And I said, oh, so this is the grandstanding you having? And he go Montel. Oh, yep, yep. I said, oh, yeah, he get that just from you. So he learned his nastiness ways from his father, not being around, cheating in the door, wrong doing it. And he learned his freaking behavior or words and stuff from you, Marlene. You just as much of a problem of raising this boy the way he is now. And everybody said, well, I commend Marlene for sticking her. I said, yes, we commend her for sticking her guns. But she don't deserve any prize for it either. Sure, I said, you want to see your grandkids, you go through go through your son. You can't stand it so much before. Go through your son. I said, Melanie, you good. The fact that she was sitting here looking like she was so smug, like she didn't even give a damn what the hell you said. Mm-hmm. Miss Brokeback Mountain, Quadratic Justice, Reject, whatever. It's a new day. I say, yeah, it's definitely a new day. A new day that you still be blocked. If out of here, she would be mad. I said, oh well. Flip my head and kept walking. Shoot. Heart to heart. Whitlow's. So Louis broke down about his father and how that's why he craved time so much with Tiffany because his father wasn't around like that. That's the first time we have a human emotion from this guy. And then Dr. Francis is the first one to give him emotional connection, or at least a physical embrace. Here go Tiffany. Girl, why are you hesitating? And why the hell you took this so long to embrace him? She did. She did. She was smart getting that camera because we could see how the hell her trifling her mother is. His mother is. Just like him. Yeah, so Tiffany took a long. Obviously, Tiffany is detached from her emotions too, because she was really trying to help husband, breaking down, crying in front of her, and she just sitting there looking like you waited after Dr. Francis. Okay. And said that, and he break that. I said, so that's where you get your thing from. That's why you crave time and you crave intimacy and you crave this because you wasn't having that much when you growing up. So you sit here act like Dr. Francis was all wrong for telling you what you was going through, and then sit here bring it both down. Whatever. And then teacher brought her loss, and more so was the main vocal one of that loss. I said, is that teacher best friend or that's your best friend? Because I don't understand why the hell you was more vocal than her. Well, you know, teacher, she gonna be docile. Let her husband talk for her. Classic, classic teacher. I said, damn, who was more hurt of this loss, me or you? Well, she was hurt and she was crying, so she let her husband speak for her. Whatever, move on. Oh, the tea about that. Child, what's the tea, girl? So Marcel and Tisha went to see Dr. Francis. They both blaming their demise or their struggles in the marriage because they came on the show 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Oh. The friend may have died months before that scene. Oh, so they made it seem they just find out when they been knew she passed away. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. And if that was that widow husband, if you go try to use that, don't do that. I would cuss my ass out. Don't try to use my wife's death as a sympathy call for y'all now because y'all came to the tree. You been new. If that allegedly happened, that's a child trifling, y'all. Sat down, said that the demise of their marriage or the struggle of their marriage came from 4 years ago when they came to the show. Basically, that's what they're trying to say. Because we came to the show, public opinion is in our marriage, outside forces in our marriage, saying this and saying that, saying this and saying that, saying this and saying that. And it's not true. Now, if I don't make any decision unilaterally. I said yes, you did because you went to Africa all by yourself. Okay, that's one thing. You make decisions, unilateral decisions. Unilateral decisions. You make a lot of that. Don't sit here and act like you don't. You do. So that was that. And the teacher said, "Oh, maybe I was subordinate. Maybe I was like this is that." And I was like, "You know what? Whatever. Y'all aggravate me, and I don't care. Y'all know I don't be giving them any much attention like that." So Dr. Francis said, "I'm gonna break this down real quick. And it's one little sentence." I said, "You better do it, Dr. Francis." He said, "Hold up. I wrote it down, y'all." So your husband hanging out with y'all's friend's mistress had nothing to do with it. Ooh. That's what I'm saying. Y'all was around the circle. So how the hell this stuff going out is only public opinion? No. Stuff coming out because the one who put it out there is part of your group. And you was hanging out with the people. So you just as much dirty dog as everybody else. So don't act like the struggle in your marriage has become is when you got on the show. In the public opinion. So Dr. Fisher said, "Oh, let me break this down, y'all, because y'all aggravating me." He didn't say that, but that's what he said. That's what I was getting at. The big mistake y'all doing, you don't need to argue the truth if the truth stands on its own. That's a word. If y'all marriage is so intact, y'all need to argue people about it. If there's no issues, y'all need to argue about it. If it was no problems, you don't need to defend yourself because it stands on its own. And that's what it is. Y'all arguing, y'all doing all this, y'all trying to make us feel type of way about it. Y'all trying to defend you, y'all keep going alive. Y'all trying to do defending your honor, defend your marriage because y'all know your marriage was all that tight. And it's not because of public opinion. Dismiss us with that. Y'all supposed to be all good. But you're devising your marriage because of outside forces? No. If it stands on its own, you don't need to defend yourself. And that's what he keeps saying. You don't need to defend yourself. So when he said that, they both got quiet. Marceau shut his ass out. He was stunned. Yes, you're doing the most. All that talking around, the riddle talking and talking in circles didn't help your case at all. Because you're doing all that because you know you're lying. And then thinking Maurice and Kimmy. You know what? Kimmy, I like you, girl, but to me, I seem like Pharrell, right? Kimmy, your husband been like this all this long time. He been like this. So don't come and say act like you didn't know exactly how he is. I don't care how much love you think he got for him. I don't care all that stuff. What we're seeing here is not realistic. It is too much. It's too much. He sat on our TV screen and says, I don't think it's a problem that couples should not have sex every day. I don't think it's a problem that couples shouldn't have sex anyway. Should not have sex every day. So basically, they should have sex every day. It's no issue with that. Well, you can have sex every day. You want to have sex every day with a couple. It's not realistic, but hey, you want to do that, you can go ahead. More power to you. I'm not telling nobody what to do with your husband or your wife. You want to have sex every day? Go ahead and do it. But it's not realistic. But go ahead and do it. It is what it is. But then he said, and I don't think my partner should have a right to deny or say no to it. So what you giving us? You giving us a big R? You giving us an SA? You giving us these little vibes going here. What we trying to say? I can't say no? So what if she said no? What you gonna do? Take it? We have to listen to what these people say. Mad on TV or not. And I don't care if they still marry or not. It is what it is. This is what he said. She don't have the right to say no. The chauvinistic behavior you're giving, to do the bare minimum and expect the most. Saying the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry is not men's work. It's not men's work. But yet, you want her to do things. So what is a men's work? Just go to work? This is not the 1950s when the woman had to depend on the man. They can do things on their own. Kimmy is just as fine. Her son is on his own. He have his own apartment. And I Kimmy and said, why you act like you got all three boys in the house? You only got Monster. And Monster is about to be in high school. He don't need you out that much. He's a teenager. Teenagers don't need to be bothered. So you're not doing much. But yes, he is cooking, cleaning, and stuff like that. But what he ain't helping you? So the point is that that's what friend was trying to tell him, that she'd probably be more willing if you help her out. And also, she don't feel like it's a chore rather than a shared experience. Because when you having sex with someone as a chore, you're not going to enjoy it. Because then you're going to say, okay, whatever. Go ahead. Whatever. Yeah, daddy. Yeah, yes, yeah, go ahead. I'm coming, I'm ready, whatever. It's a chore. Go to size. Sound like he's going to take it to me now. Boy, I'll get it from somebody else. Exactly. He can have all the sexes he don't want. Oh, exactly. Yes, that's when it becomes a chore. You're not gonna enjoy it because now you gotta say, okay, I know he's gonna want it. I say, all right, let's do this real quick, and you're not gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna enjoy it because I like sex just as much as another man. I'm a man. I like sex too, but doesn't mean I need to have it. I crave intimacy and closeness, connection. It doesn't have to be bisexual. So if I have a person who I'm dating demands that I need to have sex with them, I say, oh, boy, you going boy, you got one thing coming. If you think I'm gonna be having sex with you because I demand you demanding me to have sex with you, child, don't have my mind set up. I'll probably do it, but baby, you be a long time. You get a next time, child. You get a hard time. I'll put you in the ringer before you get anything. That's what it is. So Kimmy says she don't have a problem doing it if you help her out. Like you just don't do nothing. You stand around playing, watching football, expecting me to do everything, and you want me to do this? It's like, what is it? Because of what? What you providing? And Kimmy said it was all good in front of this Danny because Kimmy said in her interview that this always been a problem. I said, then you still marry him? This always be an issue. but you still marry him. And that's why Maurice Cutter's shown in this show. Because I always thought the Maurice and Marshall is the same person. I always thought that. And it's that he masks a little bit better. But now it shows that he's not that much masking either. It's prevalent. And I'm sorry, Kimmy, you might be a little smarter than Tisha, but you act just like Tisha. I said it. You just do a different way. Like the brothers showed, they showing this side a different way. One is overt and one is secretive. Y'all show the same way. You and Tisha. Tisha's more submissive, you more vocal. And that's how it is. But you still stay there. So y'all both complacent to what this behavior is going on. Until y'all had enough, y'all gonna continue to go through this. And then when Dr. Francis break it down, and this is Maurice. Y'all saw it. He shrugged the shoulder. Like, I don't care. Oh, you don't care that I don't need to give you this pussy. How much you care? And you go out there and cheat on me. Go out there. Do that. Shook his shoulder like he didn't care. Boy, bye. Oh, child. I hope she would. But it seems to me she's docile just like Tisha. She's just more vocal. And she ain't going to let the mess. But what is she showing us? Because it sounds like he's doing the same. How much of this? And I have got that. And this and that. And when I have 3 boys, I said, your boys? I said, Jay is grown as man. He got his own place. Monster's a teenager. You ain't doing much. So it's your issues with just a guy. It's right here. Not a man's work. I said, okay, it's not a man's work. When a man needs to be working, you should be doing something. I'm not lifting nothing. I'm not fixing nothing. I'm not, That's man's work. Go ahead. Take care of it. Here, it's the bill. Pay it. It sees that as your what you doing right now. Shoot. Yeah. And I'm always just, oh my gosh. We'll see how next week goes. So I was loving Barry Huntsville, y'all. That was it. It's a shared experience, not a chore. But yeah, that tell me how y'all feel about Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is like seems like next week is the finale. I said, how next week's the finale? I hope they're showing that fight next week then. Because that's what everybody wanted for. And don't give us a whole have us waiting. Oh, never mind. That's Belle Collective finale. Carlos says 15 episodes, so we're gonna see the fight sooner or later. I'm about to go off, and I messed up the shows. It was not season 1. But we're going to find out about that Melnika story. And I said that Melnika story, I told you that something was right with that girl. You leave because you didn't want to do the wedding because you feel type of way about him cheating. Or he might be a cheater. To come around years later to be his manager when he divorced from cheating. And come to find out, y'all slept together. I said, she could have. She could have. She could have had a deal with him. That Scott's brother is something else. Cheated with her. That's what I'm saying. He probably was. And she didn't want to come and find out it was her that he probably was doing this to. So she ended it. We come to find out, I said, who the hell cares? Who cares? And I was like, oh, so you say you will sleep with him now when you married? Get out my face, Monica, Montonto. That's your name in my figure channel. I think she swear she said marry now, right? Mm. But yes, y'all, that was Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. And listen, it's a great time with y'all today, as always. And I love me talking. You know how to give me the till tea. But 4 shows is good. You gotta give it up. But yes, tonight, yes, and have Destiny gonna come back next week being a bone carrier. I was like, where's Destiny coming from? And then Melly gonna tell Kimmy, and Kimmy gonna run tell that to Tisha and Destiny. Destiny gonna tell Martell, and then Martell gonna talk to Monica, and she don't really care. So basically confirming what the hell Melody was saying. It's a dog. Oh my gosh. I said, damn. Nobody else? And compared to what we've been saying online, that Huntsville ain't all that. Good night, girl. Good night, Dakota Boo. All right, y'all. So that was that. And no Mr. Social Corner tonight. So we'll probably resume Mr. Social Corner next week. But tonight, after the panel, I probably won't be on Discord and watch the latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. If you're around, you can come and join me. We can discuss. And we can talk some things out on social media as well. Because this thing is about to be long and I got to go to eat and everything. But the panel is coming up soon, y'all. And we got some topics with us and everything. But, yes, y'all. It was great. I enjoyed this. Don't forget, this week, Thursday nights is movie night. I ain't doing one this week because I was in the movie a lot. But this week, it will be Thursday night, movie night. And also, if you catch me on Discord during the week, sometime during the afternoon, on evening shift, watching some things, just join in. Yes, that's the caller. Hit my Discord if you're not in my Discord link. It's down below my description box. You can join in. And I'll be there at the panel. But other than that, love y'all. See y'all all later. I appreciate y'all all coming through and rocking with me and everything. Dakota, CM, Brittany, J-Dog, Dominique, and everybody else who's been watching behind closed doors. And Twitter as well. I appreciate Twitter who gave me some views on the Twitter account. If you enjoy my content, switch over and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. I would love it. Love the support. Well, as I said, everybody else. Yes, thank you, CM Boo. Click on this link. This is my Discord. Click on that. You can follow and join in. And y'all catch me there because I'm active on there, just as I'm active on Instagram and Twitter. So y'all can catch me on those platforms. All right, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all later if y'all go on the panel. If not, y'all have a great week. Y'all see me soon. Hopefully there's more new shows coming out so I can do some more pre-recorded videos. But we'll see how that goes because I like doing the lives anyway. But stay tuned. Talk to y'all later. And y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace out.